Hey there, how's it going? I'm Porter, and today I'm going to be talking about pickleball tips for everyone. So if you want to learn some simple things that'll help you improve a lot, keep watching till the end of the video, and yeah, let's get into it. But before we get into the tips, I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2022. And if each and every one of you watching this video takes 2 seconds to scroll down and click that big red subscribe button, it's free, I really appreciate it, and it helps me out a ton. So if you can do that, again, I really appreciate it. Thanks, and let's get back into the video. All right, so this first tip that I'm gonna give you isn't necessarily even a tip. It's just a statement that you need to know if you want to get better at pickleball in any sense. And the statement is the person who makes less unforced errors is going to win more points than the person who makes more unforced errors. Obviously, that goes without saying. And hopefully in this video today, I'll give you some tips to actually help you make less unforced errors in your game, because that seriously is the key to getting better in pickleball. If you want to be better in pickleball, make less errors. Yeah, that's the first tip. It's not really a tip, it's more of a statement that kind of goes without saying. But it is necessary to know and necessary to be stated over and over again if you really do want to get better at pickleball. Tip number 2 is give yourself more room for error. Now, this one, again, might sound so simple, but I swear it's one of the most helpful things if you want to get better in pickleball. I know people who are 3-0s, 3-5, 4-0s, who want to make the jump to that next 4-5, 5-0 level. And one of the things that they do to try to do that is they'll try to force their shots to hit right on the line or drop right over the net, when in reality, you don't have to do that. Because like I said, one of the biggest ways people are holding themselves back from getting to the next level is by making more errors. And if you're trying to force the perfect shot, you're going to make way more errors than if you give yourself just a little bit of room instead of trying to hit that perfect shot every single time. It helps so much. So if you're one of the people who is trying to hit the perfect shot, you're trying to get your drop 1 inch over the net, you're trying to hit the lines every single time, don't. Try to hit your drop 5 inches over the net and try to hit within 6 inches of the line. Seriously, it makes such a big difference in your unforced errors, just going down and down and down. You'll make way less errors and you'll get way more points by giving yourself a lot more room. Tip number 3 might just be the simplest one of them all, and that is drill more. I know a lot of players who are wanting to get better, but all they do is play in rec games, and honestly, it sucks, but they're not really improving. And that's because they're not deliberately practicing shots. Practice does wonders for your game in general, in anything. The more you practice, the faster you will improve. And if you're not practicing, if you're not drilling specific shots, if you're not working hard, you're not gonna get better. And obviously there are scenarios that you can work on, and you can try to work on shots in games, but it's really just not the same as when you're deliberately drilling and focused on working on one shot over and over and over. Drilling more is huge if you want to get better at pickleball. This next tip is wildly important if you want to get better at pickleball, because I see a lot of players doing this, and it's one of the most simple fixes out there. And that is you're taking the ball too close to you. You got to give yourself more space, literally. We talked about giving yourself more space on your shots and not trying to go for the perfect shot every single time. This one, we're literally just giving ourselves more space away from the ball. A lot of times you'll get right up to the ball and you'll try to short hop it, and that's just not good. It'll go into the net way more often. It'll get popped up way more often. It just isn't as good of a shot as giving yourself space and giving yourself time. Seriously, makes a huge difference. This is one tip that you will almost instantly see improvement in your game just from this. Again, just to reiterate, give yourself more space. Super helpful, so try it out yourself, see what you think. This next tip is something I've struggled with for all of my pickleball life, and I still do to this very day, but it is easily the most helpful tip anyone has ever given me, and it is 2 words: slow down. That's it. That is the most helpful thing in pickleball anyone has ever said to me. I don't like sitting in those long dinking rallies. I don't like setting up my shots. I just want to speed the ball up and get into these fast hands battles because they're more fun. But I'm telling you folks, if you want to get better in pickleball, you got to slow down. It's the biggest thing that is holding people back after unforced errors. People don't want to wait through those dinking rallies. They want to force shots that they want to hit, even though generally you're not going to win as many points or as many games while doing that. Seriously, slowing down is one of the simplest things you can do. It's genuinely ridiculous how much this has helped me over the years, and it's, again, so simple. You just gotta slow down. You don't need to force it. You're gonna make more errors that way, and generally, you're gonna lose more games that way. It's as simple as that. So, yeah. And there you go. These are some pickleball tips for absolutely everyone. All skill levels, all ages. These tips should be very helpful for you no matter what. And yeah, sorry if I was rambly in this video. I've had a long day and I needed to get this filmed, so I don't know if I was talking too much or if I explained things well. Hopefully editor Porter will have an easy time fixing this up. But yeah, I really appreciate all of you watching. Again, we're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2022, and if each of you subscribes, we'll be able to meet that goal really easily. Again, really appreciate you watching. Thanks, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.